Hello folks, and Great Northern Prepper here, and this is going to be my little YouTube video to go along with my podcast on precious metals. And I don't really like to call it investing because I kind of look at that with the connotation that you shouldn't look at this as a you know, going like, oh, I'm going to buy this because gold's going to be $5,000 once the economy falls. I'll explain a little bit better in my podcast and later on why that's idiotic, but this is just kind of an overall look at my prepper portfolio of precious metals and the different kinds of metals that you can have and the different varieties that there are. So first we'll start off with the big dog here. The highest value coins that I have here are my gold coins, as well as my platinum here, but we'll focus on the gold here. This is a 1 ounce Krugerrand made in South Africa, and this is a 1/10 ounce American Eagle piece. And I don't really like to. The 1 ounce gold pieces have their spots and places in your preps. They are nice just in case if you have to bug out and get out from wherever you are, whether it's in a local area, your home, or even your country, because the amount of weight that is involved with, say, getting $2,000 in silver eagles versus, say, a 1 ounce gold coin is quite a big difference. So you can pack a lot of economic value into just, say, a sack full of gold coins than you could with silver eagles or pre-64 coinage. However, I do like the 10th ounce gold pieces. These are American Eagle gold piece 10 ounces, and I like them because they're a little bit easier divisible as far as for day-to-day type things. When looking at buying just a sack full of rice or trading for, you know, a few pounds full of meat, you're not going to be able to do that, definitely not with a 1 ounce gold coin, unless you're going to really take a sock on the chin in its value compared to what the value you're getting back. But I do think 1 ounce gold coins do have their place. I like the Krugerrands because you get more gold per ounce than, say, with the Eagles, and I bought these gold Eagles long before I really understood a little bit better as far as for what would be needed for a barter environment. The American Eagles carry more numismatic value. That means absolutely nothing other than what coin collectors are willing to pay over the spot price of the gold based on its collectability value. Krugerrands have a lot better resale value, or I should say have a lot better price point on them as far as the amount of gold that you're going to get per dollar. There's a little bit difference. You may notice it's a little bit more of a bronzer copper tone. That's because Krugerrands are mixed with copper to make them less malleable. The reason that you don't have 100% gold coins is because gold's very malleable. If you made a coin out of 100% gold, it's very soon going to get crushed, moved, destroyed. You know, it's not going to last. That's why they are mixed with other metals to make them more resistant to wear. The other coin that I was talking about was my platinum, and I bought a few of these. These are 1/10 ounce platinum coins right here, and usually platinum and gold are roughly around the same value as far as per ounce. Sometimes platinum is a little bit less, sometimes platinum is a little bit more. Platinum is worth a lot because it is a rare earth metal, but also because it is used in catalytic converters to help drain out all the evil anti-green chemicals that and exhaust that comes out of your tailpipes. So that's one of the reasons why platinum has become more valued, because it is used a lot more in industrial applications. Okay, now on to my silver. As you can see here, this is a 10 troy ounce fine silver 0.99 plus bar. This is a little bit more than what you're going to want to be carrying around on a day-to-day basis if the barter environment as I will explain in my podcast, that precious metals are not for initially during any kind of collapse or partial collapse. They are for later, once people are starting to be able to meet their needs as far as with food and other things, and they have an excess and want to trade it. And they will want to do that through some sort of medium of exchange other than directly with that item. And that's where precious metals fit in. With this 10-ounce bar, you can buy a little bit bigger items than you could for the 1-ounce coin. These are not divisible, but they are another store of wealth to look into, and it's a little bit easier than carrying around a massive amount of pre-65 coinage. However, I'll move on to them here in a second. This is a silver Walking Liberty dollar, or 1-ounce Walking Liberty silver 1-ounce coin. These are actually very beautiful. I love the design of the coin. These carry a higher price point per ounce than this bar will, or this silver round, or especially the junk silver here. This is just a 1-ounce silver round. It's kind of a funny one. It's a beer-backed silver medallion. It says that it's good for 1 or more beers anywhere in the world, and if you can read that, this silver is backed by beer. This carries a higher numismatic value than these do. That's why it's going to be a higher price per ounce over spot, because of the collectability of the numismatic value. I don't really care about that. The reason I have these is just because they're more easily recognizable, and they may be more conducive to trading if people don't have, if they want silver, but they may not exactly know what they're looking at. With an American Walking Liberty dollar, it's a lot more known. It's more well known, and people will be more conducive to taking it and accepting it. The reason I like pre-65 coinage, and yes, I put them in a airborne container just because I think it's kind of a way to have them kind of hanging around, but it's not as obvious as just having a sack of coins that are making a lot of noise. So I just kind of put them in there, and that's kind of my easily accessible coinage around the house. As you can see, these are all the Franklin dimes. I don't think I have any mercury in here, but these are all pre-64, which means they are 90% silver. One of the easy ways to tell is if you look inside on this video, so you can see it's an all silver. There's none of that copper cladding in them. You can get a little bit of the tarnishing kind of looking like there might be a clad coin, but most of the time you can tell very easily, one by the date and one by the edge. I like these just because you get the absolute most silver per dollar. And also, these are recognizable U.S. currency, so you can be guaranteed that people are going to recognize it and know that it is real. And this one, people may go, well, I'm not sure if that's real silver, I'm not going to take it. With this, they definitely know that it's real U.S. currency, and they will know also that it's real silver. I would recommend, once you start buying silver and gold and putting it into your prepper portfolio, that you actually go out and you buy a book on grading coins, or a book that lists all the types of coins and or bars that you do have, as well as their relative worth to, to what the dollar is now, and how to tell what's real, what's fake, everything like that. Especially in regards to, say, Walking Liberty dollars or these Morgan Head bars, and these pre-65 coinage. So that basically you'll have something that says that's not just you saying it, so that people can actually really understand, that may not have ever come in contact with this before, that they can go, hey, okay, I read in this book, okay, the book's saying that this stuff's good, so you can at least show them that and go, yes, this is real silver, this is 90%, so weighing it here on this reloading scale, this is, 8 ounces, 6 grams, 90% equals, etc., etc. Or, this is 10 ounces, so this is actually 10 ounces total, so this 90%, 9 ounces of silver. Will give you X amount per ounce of silver, so 9 of whatever you want. So basically it does that. I would also possibly look at getting some kind of just one of those little mini coin magnifier type things, as well as they have those little grading calipers that go around the coins, so that they can go, okay, and as well as for you when you're trading, so that you can put those around coins that people may bring to you, and you'll know if those are the real deal or they're not. But junk silver gives you the most per dollar, so I really think that that's the best. And worst comes to worst, you can always use this, as probably about $3 and whatever dollars are worth at that time. So worst comes to worst, at least it still does have an actual value as U.S. coinage. So anyways, that's my little spiel on the different kinds of silver and gold to look at, and I hope you found this informative. Head to www.greatnorthernprepper.com. Thanks for watching.